Hello everyone, I am Mr. Nimesh G. Gandhi. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is heat transfer. In this subject, we are going to discuss about numerical on overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, now example. A furnace wall is made of three layers of thickness 250 mm, 100 mm and 150 mm. So in this example already mentioned there how many layer is there? Three layer is there. Okay, so first of all we are just consider three layer, we are just consider A, B and C. Three layer will be considered A layer, B layer and C layer. Then whose thickness is given how much? 250 mm, 100 mm and 150 mm. Okay, so we have just considered that LA is the thickness of layer A, LB is the thickness of layer B and LC is the thickness of the layer C. So what is our LA? So LA is how much? Thickness 250 mm is there. So we have just considered LA is equal to 250 mm. So now convert into meter, so it will be 0.25 meter. Then after 100 mm thickness, second layer thickness is given, so LB is equal to 100 mm. So convert into meter, so it will be 0.10 meter. Okay, and then after 150 mm third layer thickness is given, so LC is equal to 150 mm, so it will be 0.15 meter. Convert into meter. Okay, up to that. Now with thermal conductivity is off, so three layer having a different thermal conductivity is given. So we have just mentioned that here layer A having a Ka thermal conductivity, layer B having a Kb and layer C having a Kc is there. Okay, so now we are just see here the thermal conductivity of the 1.65. so Ka at first layer thermal conductivity Ka is equal to how much? 1.65 is given. Then after second layer thermal conductivity is K is given. Okay, so Kb is equal to how much? K. Kb is equal to K and 9.2 watt per meter degree Celsius respectively. And third layer it means Kc thermal conductivity is equal to 9.2 watt per meter degree Celsius. So each having a watt per meter degree Celsius. Okay, up to that. Now the inside is exposed to gases. So we are just consider here okay, that side is our inside and that side will be our outside is there. We are just consider that will be our inside condition is there, this side will be, and this side will be our outside is there. Okay, so inside exposed to a gas, it means inside having a gas is there. So we are just assume that okay, here this side will be gas is there. Okay, and gas at 1250 degrees Celsius and gas having a temperature is given. So we are just consider okay, our temperature of that gas we are just consider THF, temperature of the hot fluid is equal to we are just consider 1250. Okay, but first condition is there. Which condition we have to consider here? Here convective heat transfer coefficient or convection coefficient is given or not. So you can see here 1250 degrees Celsius with a convection coefficient of 25 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Inside convective coefficient is given as well as temperature is given inside fluid. Okay, it means convection is present in this example because heat transfer coefficient or convection coefficient is given 25 watt per meter square degree Celsius. So we have just considered HF is given and THF is given. THF means temperature of the whole fluid, or we can say the temperature of the gases. It will be THF is equal to 1250 degree Celsius, or we can also mention that the Ti inside temperature of the fluid. We can also denote it by the Ti. Okay, then after convection coefficient is given, so how much? That HHF is given, so HHF is equal to 25 watt per meter square degree Celsius. HHF means what? Convective heat transfer coefficient between that fluid and that surface layer A. Okay, that is our heat transfer coefficient between that. So it will be 25 is given. And the inside surface is at 1100 degrees Celsius. Okay, inside surface temperature is given. So you can first initially we are just consider three layer is there. So which one is inside surface is there? So because we are just considered inside hot gases is there, so that will be your inside surface is there. That is your inside surface is there. Okay, and what will be our inside surface temperature? So our inside surface temperature is T1 is there. Then after the interface temperature between layer A and layer B is T2. Interface temperature between the layer B and layer C is T3. Okay, and then after T4 is the outside surface temperature of the layer C will be there. T4 is there, and then after surrounding temperature we are just consider TCF is there. Okay, suppose surrounding heat transfer coefficient is not given, so that portion will be neglected. So we further read that example first. Okay, so first of all we are just consider that THF is given, HHF is given, and then after inside surface temperature is given. So inside surface temperature, it means that layer A inside surface is there, and that inside surface temperature, it means that which is considered by the T1. So T1 is equal to how much? It will be 1100 degree Celsius. Okay, up to that. Then next, the outside surface is exposed to air. It means we are just consider that inside gas is exposed and outside surface. So it means that will be our outside surface is there, and that outside surface is exposed to the air is there. Okay. Now outside 25 degrees Celsius is given, but which temperature we have to consider? T4 is considered, TCF is considered, which is depend on the heat transfer coefficient. Suppose heat transfer coefficient is not given, so we are directly take that temperature is T4 is there. But suppose heat transfer coefficient is given, it means convection is present. So at that time we just consider that temperature is TCF is there. So now one more time it will be read: exposed to air at 25 degrees Celsius with convection coefficient of 12. Convection coefficient, it means outside coefficient, convection coefficient is given, outside surface convection coefficient is given. It means we are just considered here outside convection coefficient is HCF is there, or we can say that HO is there. Okay, but we are just consider HCF. Okay, similarly TCF instead of TO we can also write. Okay, so TO is how much or TCF is how much? 25 degrees Celsius, because heat transfer coefficient outside is given, so that temperature is over. Now TO is or TCF is given. TCF is equal to 25 degrees Celsius, or is equal to TO we can also write, outside temperature of the air or fluid. Okay, it will be considered, and then after 12 is outside heat transfer coefficient is given, so it will be HCF is equal to 12 watt per meter square degree Celsius. Okay, up to that over. Now determine first unknown thermal conductivity K. Unknown thermal conductivity K means what? Okay, here Kb is equal to K is given, you can see here. So that K if I find out, it means the value of the Kb is find out, or we can say that K will be find out. That is unknown thermal conductivity K will be find out, which is for the layer B is there. So it will be find out. Second thing is find out overall heat transfer coefficient. In previous video already I told about that overall heat transfer coefficient, and which is denoted by capital U. So that overall heat transfer coefficient capital U will be determined, and then after all surface, so first we just determine K is equal to question mark, or we can say that Kb is equal to K is equal to question mark. That first determine. Second will be determine overall heat transfer, which is denoted by capital U, that will be determined, and third will be determine all surface temperatures. All surface temperature, it means what? Okay, T1 is given already, T2 is not given, so that T2 will be surface temperature will be find out, T3 is not given, that will be find out, T4 is not given, that will be find out. So T2, T3 and T4 will be find out. The remaining temperature is given. Okay, now we can say that our inside temperature is how much? 1250, and outside temperature is 25, that will be given 25 degrees Celsius. So heat is transferred inside to outside. You can see that temperature profile, THF is maximum, then after minimum T1, so THF is greater than T1, then after T1 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T3, and T3 is greater than T4, and then after T4 is greater than TCF. So in this direction heat will be flow THF to T1, T1 to T2, T2 to T3, T3 to T4, and T4 to TCF. Steady state conduction means rate of heat transfer is constant throughout the wall. Okay, now how we can start this example first? So first of all you should mention that how many equation we have. Okay, so first of all write down each and every equation we have. So we have how many equation for the rate of heat transfer? Okay, we already know about the rate of heat transfer equation for the composite wall, plain wall, as well as if I consider overall heat transfer. So we just find first write down the each and every rate of heat transfer equation. Okay, but in this example rate of heat transfer is not determined. Okay, but suppose if you consider the rate of heat transfer equation, then we can also use that equation. We can maybe find out the thermal conductivity, overall heat transfer coefficient, or surface temperature. So it's all value depend on the rate of heat transfer. So first of all we just consider how many equation we have for the rate of heat transfer. So first of all individual rate of heat transfer equation we have just considered. Individual, it means what? Rate of heat transfer take place from your first THF to T1. THF to T1. It means rate of heat transfer take place by the convection, and convection equation is what? Q is equal to HA delta T, but instead of HF will be considered HHF into area and temperature difference THF minus T1. So first rate of heat transfer equation for the individual THF to T1. Convection is there. Now we are write down second equation, T1 to T2 heat transfer take place, T1 to T2. Solid to solid heat transfer take place, or we can say that conduction is there, or plane wall we can also consider here. That only we are just consider that much portion, so that will be plane wall equation we have to consider. So Q is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by L by K into area, that is the resistance of the plane wall or wall surface, we can say that. Okay, but here L and K as we are just consider, but here we cannot consider L and K. Why? Individual layer we are just consider individual layer. For the third layer A is LA is there and KA is there, so instead of L and K we just consider T1 minus T2 LA divided by KA into area. Okay, that is a plane wall equation. Up to that over. Now heat is transferred, T2 to T3 is there, so how we should write? Q is equal to T2 minus T3. One more time, conduction is there, solid to solid heat transfer, same equation is there, but instead of 2 and 3 will be there instead of 1 and 2, so T2 minus T3, and resistance will be LB by KB into area. Okay, similarly for the third 3 to 4 heat transfer take place. Q is same for the each and every value. For Q, value of the Q is same for this equation, this equation, this equation is equal to T3 to T4 heat transfer take place. So it will be one more time conduction is there, T3 minus T4 divided by LC by KC into area. Okay, now another equation for the last, T4 to TCF heat transfer take place. Convection is there, convection equation same, just instead of HF it will be considered CF. Okay, now the temperature difference will be changed, T4 minus TCF. So Q is equal to HCF into area T4 minus TCF. T4 maximum, TCF is minimum. So we have a that much individual equation is there. Okay, now composite wall equation is also there. Okay, composite wall equation, it means what? Okay, Q is equal to rate of heat transfer take place, that fluid to fluid. At that time overall heat transfer coefficient is possible whenever conduction plus convection both are considered, or both resistance will be considered. At that time overall heat transfer coefficient is possible. Okay, so we are just consider for the composite wall will be considered. Okay, so what will be our equation? THF minus TCF, temperature difference, THF minus TCF. Then after resistance for the first, convection resistance is there here, so it will be 1 upon HHF into area. Okay, second, that A layer is there, so A layer resistance LA by KA into area, plus second resistance LB by KB into area. Conduction resistance are all are conduction resistance. Similar for the layer C, conduction resistance LC by KC into area. Okay, then after one more time convection is there outside, so it will be 1 upon HCF into area. Okay, so how many equation we have first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after that will be equation is there. So now which equation we have to use and find out the value of the unknown thermal conductivity, overall heat transfer coefficient, and all surface temperature. So overall heat transfer coefficient is what? Already we have equation 1, Q is equal to UA delta T. Q is equal to UA delta T, and which delta T you should consider here? It will be considered THF minus CF. Why we should consider that temperature difference? Because conduction plus convection both are considered, and that will be possible. Here convection is there, conduction and convection is there. The whole composite will be considered. So composite temperature difference is THF minus TCF. Now from that equation we can find out U. But first of all we require the value of the Q. Area is not given, so we are just consider Q by A will be considered. Second thing, we determine the unknown thermal conductivity K. So how we can determine the thermal conductivity K? Okay, so thermal conductivity K is present in the which equation first? Which is present in this equation here. Okay, so now we have to use which one equation we have to use here. Okay, so first of all we are just target on the first equation. First of all we are just finding out the value of the Q. How we can find? Okay, Q is unknown. area is unknown, but suppose area is not given, per unit area will be considered, so Q by A will be considered. HHF is given, THF is given, and T1 is given. You can see here THF, T1, everything is given, so we can find out Q by A from that equation. If finding out the Q by A, then we can find, maybe U will be find out, maybe K is also find out, or we can also find out the all surface temperatures T2, T3, T4 will be find out. Okay, so first of all our target is to determine the Q by A. Okay, suppose I will consider that equation, we can find out Q by A. So you can see here area will be considered that side. Okay, from that equation you can see here that equation we have just considered, area will be considered, so it will be Q by A is there. T1 is given, but T2 is unknown. T2 is unknown, Q is unknown, we cannot find out. Okay, but suppose from that equation we can find out Q by A, so we can find out T2. So second target is over, third target is over, all surface temperature T2 will be find out. Okay, suppose I will use that equation, first that equation will be considered. Okay, so in this equation first you can see T2 is unknown, T3 is unknown, KB is also unknown, because KB is not given, instead of KB, K is given, and that K is unknown, just find out. So how we can find that K? We cannot use that equation. How many unknown? 1, 2, 3. Okay, Q is also 4. Suppose Q is find out from that equation, we can put here. T2 is find out from that equation, we can put here. T3 is unknown, KB is unknown. So how we can find KB? So KB is find out from that equation. Why we can use that equation for that KB? You can see here Q by A is find out from that equation. Okay, then THF and TCF is given. You can see here THF is given, TCF is given. Okay, then after HHF, area, so we are just taking area common and Q by A will be considered. We are just taking area common and Q by A will be considered, because we are just finding out Q by A. Okay, now 1 upon HHF. HHF given, yes. LA, KA, LB, KB. Okay, KB is unknown. Here KB is unknown khali. Okay, KLB, KLC, KC, 1 upon HCF, all value is given. We can find out from that equation KB. Okay, but how we can find out the KB? First of all, we require the Q by A. Okay, now how we can find out Q by A? From that equation we can just find out the Q by A. After finding out the Q by A, we just put Q by A here and then find out the KB. It means K, unknown thermal conductivity K will be find out. Okay, then overall heat transfer coefficient, we can say that equation Q is equal to UA THF minus TCF. We are just taking area this side. Okay, so U, capital U will be find out. Overall heat transfer coefficient, capital U is equal to THF minus TCF will be considered. Q by A already find out from that equation. We can find out capital U, overall heat transfer coefficient over. Okay, now all surface temperatures, how we can find out all surface temperatures? Already Q by A is find out. We can use that equation T1 minus T2 L by LA KA area. That area will be considered this side. Okay, T2 is only unknown. We can find out T2. Suppose this equation we have just considered, KB is already find out from that equation. D2 is find out from that equation. T3 is unknown. Q by A already find out here. T3 find out. Similarly, we can use that equation Q is equal to. Now in this equation Q by A is there. Already find out from that equation. On T3 is find out from that equation, we can put here. T4 is unknown, LC, KC is given. We can find out T4. Okay, our target is what? T2, T3, T4 find out, capital U find out, KB is find out. Okay, now we start. How we can start? So first of all, we just find out the Q by A. How we can find? So Q by A is equal to, from first equation, we can write HHF into THF minus T1 is equal to, what will be the value of the HHF? So HHF is 25. THF is how much? 1250 minus T1 is 1100. 1100. So from that equation we can find out the value of the Q by A. 1250 minus 1100 multiply with the 25. Okay, that will be your H, 1250 minus 1100 multiply with the 25. Okay, 3750. What will be our unit? Q by A is there. Q, unit of the Q is watt and area unit is per meter square. It will be there. So watt per meter square. Q by answer is 3750 watt per meter square. Now our target is what? To first find out the kb. How we can find kb? So we are using that equation. We can just find out the value of the kb. So now we are just consider first that equation. First of all, we are just consider q by a is there. Okay, that equation THF minus TCF. What will be THF? So THF value is 1250 and TCF is 25 degrees Celsius. So 1250 minus 25 divided by 1 upon HHF. 1 upon HHF means 1 divided by HHF. Value of the HHF is how much? 25. So it will be considered 25 plus LA by K. What is LA in meter? 0.25 and what is Ka? 1.65. So 0.25 divided by 1.65 plus LB by KB, because we are taking A common and this side will be considered. Okay, already I told you LB by KB. So LB is 0.10 and KB means K. So 0.10, okay, divided by K plus LC by KC. So LC is how much? 0.15 and KC is 9.2. 0.15 divided by 9.2 plus 1 upon that HCF. How much HCF? HCF is 12. So 1 by 12. Okay, now Q by is already find out 3750 watt per meter square. Now from that equation we can find out the thermal conductivity K. Okay, that will be your unknown thermal conductivity. So first of all, we are just find out that individual resistance will be find out. So it will be consider first upper side 1250 minus 25. So it will be 1225 divided by 1 divided by 25. So it will be 0.04 plus 0.25 divided by 1.65. It will be 0.1515. So 152 plus 0.10 divided by K as it is plus that will be considered here 0.15 divided by 9.2. Okay, so it will be 0.0163 plus 1 divided by 12. It will be 0.08333. Okay, so summation will be considered. First we are just consider the summation of the resistance will be considered 3750 is equal to, okay, so summation of that resistance 0.04 plus 0.152 plus 0.0163 plus 0.0833. okay, so that will be below side will be 3750 is equal to 1225 divided by 0.2916 plus 0.10 divided by K is here. Okay, now we are just taking that side, that term will be considered that side, so it becomes a 3750 0.2916 plus 0.10 divided by K is equal to 1225. okay, so now bracket will be removed, so 3750 multiply with the 0.2916, it will be 1093.5 plus we are just consider that will be considered. Okay, so it will be 3750 multiply with the 0.10, 375 divided by K is equal to 1225. okay, otherwise we can also consider 3750 this side will be considered. okay, now we are just consider that will be that side will be considered, so 1225 minus 1093.5, so it will be 375K is equal to 131.5. so K will be this side, that will be this side will be considered, so K is equal to 375 divided by this 134. so our answer of the K is 2.85. K is 2.85 watt per meter degree Celsius. It's a unit of the thermal conductivity. So our answer is 2.85 thermal conductivity of the that layer B, or we can say that KB is equal to K. Okay, already I mentioned. Okay, so first target is over unknown thermal conductivity, K is over. Second is capital U, overall heat transfer coefficient, so we can use that equation. Already I written here. Okay, Q is equal to UA delta T. Okay, so we have just considered Q by A is equal to U THF minus TCF. Capital U is equal to, that will be find out, already we find out Q by A. How much answer is there? So Q by A is our, you can see here, 3750. Okay, so 3750 divided by, that will be divided by, this side will be considered, THF minus TCF will be considered, so it will be 1250 minus 25. Okay, so our answer is 3750 divided by 1225, that will be, okay. So capital U is how much? 3.06. unit is watt per meter square degree Celsius, because unit of the Q by A is watt per meter square and the temperature difference is degree Celsius, so watt per meter square degree Celsius. Our capital U is over. You can also use that equation, okay. That equation you can also consider that capital U is equal to 1 upon that resistance. You just compare that equation and that equation, we are just comparing, okay. U by Q is equal to U A delta T. We are just taking area this side, so that will be our equation is there. Now compare, you just compare that both equation. Delta T means THF minus TCF, okay. QA as it is, okay. So what is your U? U is equal to 1 upon that whole resistance. Okay, so you can use that equation, put each and every value, because we are finding out the KB, and then you can also find out the value of the capital U, both having the same answer. Okay, now our target is to determine the temperature T2, T3, T4. How we can determine? So already we written each and every equation here, rate of heat transfer. Now which equation T2 is present? You can see here. In this equation T2 is present, in this equation T2 is present. But suppose I will consider that equation, T3 is unknown. But suppose I will consider that equation, T1 is already given, Q by is already found out, the remaining parameter is given, we can find out T2. So we just consider that equation, okay, Q is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by LA by KA into area, this side we are just consider. Okay, now in this equation we are just finding out the value of the T2. Okay, now Q by A is 3750, already find out. T1 is already given, how much? 1100, so 1100, okay, minus T2 unknown, okay. Then after LA by KA, LA is how much? 0.25 and KA is how much? 1.65, so 0.25 divided by 1.65. Now from that equation we can just find out the T2. So how we can just, that will be divide and multiply with the 3750, so 0.25 divided by 1.65, so that will be 0. Multiply with that, this side we are just multiplying 3750, okay. So T1100 minus T2 is equal to 568.18. We are just taking T2 this side, that term will be this side, so 1100 minus that answer, so it will be our T2 is how much? 531.81 degree Celsius over T2, 531.81 degree Celsius. Now second is T2 is determined. How we can determine T2? So we can just consider that equation, because T2 is already find out, Q by is find out, LB, KB is also find out, T3 is unknown only, so we can just find out the value of the T3. So we just find out the T3. So how we can find T3? So we just consider that equation, Q by A is equal to T2 minus T3 divided by LB by KB. T3 Q by A is 3750, already find out, okay. T2 is already find out here, 531.81 minus T3 divided by LB by KB. So LB is how much? 0.10 and KB means K, already find out 2.85, so 1.10 divided by 2.85. From that equation we can find out the value of the T3, okay. We just consider that side, it will be, so 0.1 divided by 2.85 multiply with the 3750, okay. Then after we are just consider that side, and this will be, this side will be considered, so 531.81 minus answer, so our T3 is 400.23 degree Celsius. T3 is over. Now finding out the T4. So for the T4 we have a two equation is there, okay. So now first we just find out the value of the T4. How we can find? You can use that equation. Okay, why we should use that equation? Q by is already found out, HCF is given, T4 is unknown, TCF is given. Okay, we can also use that equation because T3 is already found out, T4 is unknown, LC, KC, the area we have just considered is right, Q by is already found out. From that equation, or you can use that equation, both having the same answer. So we can use any one equation will be considered. So we have just considered Q by A is equal to T3 minus T4 divided by LC by KC. Okay, Q by A is 3750 is equal to that T3 already found out 400.23 minus T4 unknown divided by LC by KC. So LC is how much? 0.15. So 0.15 divided by KC is how much? 9.2. So from that equation T4 is found out. T4 is equal to now 0.15 divided by 9.2 multiply with the 3750. Okay, that's why T4 will be considered, that is 400, so 400.23 minus answer. So our T4 is 339.089 degree Celsius. Okay, now we are just finding out each and every value. Now our target what? To determine KB, already find out, capital U already find out, T2, T3, T4 find out. Okay, over our example. Now in this example, suppose we are just consider simple one example. Already I told you each and every value how we can find out. Rate of heat transfer, thermal conductivity, overall heat transfer coefficient, surface temperatures, all surface temperature we are finding out, T2, T3, T4. Okay, then after you can check this condition. This condition is satisfied, our example is right. Okay, so THF is how much given? It will be 1250. Greater than T1 is how much? 1100. Okay, now our T2 answer is how much? So our T2 answer is 531.81. So 531.81. Okay, then after T3, so our T3 is how much? T3 is 400.23. Okay, then after T4, so T4 is 339.089. Okay, and then after TCF is given 25. Now you can see here 1250. Okay, greater than 1100. This 1100 greater than this will be this. You can see here. Okay, so this condition is satisfied. It means our example is right. You can check it. Okay, thank you.